All right, so while this is getting started, let me tell you a little bit about this tournament. This is a $2,000, supposed to be a multi-table satellite, to the main event of the PokerStars Spring Championship of Online Poker Series, which is a $10,000 tournament. We ended up having only 9 people enter the tournament, which means that it did actually end up being it only paid out 1 seat, but it was not a winner-take-all tournament because there were payouts for, in fact, more than half the tournament field won a prize of some sort. The payouts were actually the 9th through 6th got nothing, 5th place got $1,400, 4th through 2nd place got $2,000 each, and then 1st place was a seat worth $10,300. We've got a hand here, so I'll come back to that discussion in 1 second. Now, this is the first hand that I've come in, and I think I did mention that I'm going to be playing a little bit more conservatively in the early stages of a tournament. But so my range for raising here is actually a lot tighter than it would be, say, at a normal full ring game or in the early stages of a tournament. I'm not going to be raising here with a lot of like suited connectors, or I might even fold like ace 10 offsuit or something, because at this point I really don't even have that much feel for the players behind me or anything. And most especially, I'm trying to avoid reverse implied odds situations. I don't mind giving up. I wouldn't mind giving up a little bit of equity pre-flop to play like a suited connector or something, but I'd really want to avoid playing reverse implied odds hands. And so I'm going to have to proceed with some caution when I have pocket jacks here. This is a very, very safe flop. Obviously, I'm not super concerned about either of these guys having a 7. And I think that their calling ranges, at least one of them, is somewhat likely to have a pocket pair. And I'm definitely going to bet out here. Both, I'm not going to try to get trappy and like induce bluffs or anything. I'm mostly just going to try to get paid off by the most obvious second best hand. And trying to get trappy with this hand would actually be an example of not playing conservatively. So I just decided to go ahead and lead out here, and I figured that neither of these guys are going to fold a pocket pair if they have one. So I'm assuming when 6 cents calls me, he probably has a pocket pair. I don't think that he would be floating me with ace high. I don't remember. I know that I've seen this name 6 cents around before. I don't remember now, and I didn't know at the time that I was playing the tournament who exactly he was or what his background in poker was. But basically, I had a feeling that he wasn't going to be calling with a lot of AX here pre-flop. And even if he did, when I bet into 2 people on this flop, I don't think it's that likely that he's floating me with ace X. When he does call the flop, right, outside chance he has trips or a flop full house, but certainly the most likely thing is that he's got a pocket pair, and it's almost certainly worse than my jacks because he's probably re-raising me pre-flop or raising the flop. If he has queens through aces. So this ace here on the turn is actually not a bad card in the sense that I'm not worried about it putting me behind 6 cents. It is a bad card in the sense that I think it's going to hurt my ability to get paid off by worse pairs.